Hi and welcome to Movie Review. In this video audit episode we will discuss Ahmed's Iraivan. The film stars Jayam Nayanthara and it is a very conventional and disappointing chronic executioner thrill ride. Man is the most perilous creature of all. These are not my words, these are the words that open this thrill ride, which highlights, as I said, Jayam. What's more, 10th Tara as Arjun and Priya. He is a cop, she is a cop. Sister Naren plays her sibling Andrew. Arjun is eager and he trusts in experience killings, saying that he can hardly trust that God will convey equity. Priya is hanging tight for him too. Understand that regardless of these principles he carries on with his life while he can in any case get hitched. I preferred one line that Andrew tells Arjun, that demise never arrives at the people who say that they won't hesitate to pass on, it comes rather to individuals around them. In any case here, the entertainers are expected to give a very remarkable presentation. The course is clearly and short-sighted, the occasions are arbitrary. In the event that Arjun will go on with the examination, why have him leave and turn in his weapon? Nothing appears to be legit. In the event that Arjun is venturing away to open a cafe, it would be ideal to show him getting pulled back in any case that I surmise would require a lot thinking and a lot composing. What's more, into these lives a chronic executioner shows up. He calls himself Brahma. After the maker in Hindu folklore, I asked why he didn't call himself Shiva. He is all things considered the destroyer. This person targets exceptionally youthful females, and this offers the chief the chance to organize a progression of extremely dramatic edges of bare and mistreated ladies. What number of scenes do we want of the casualties spread out in different postures? What number of scenes do we want of guardians sobbing over recordings of their perishing little girls? What are the voices the executioner says he continues to hear? Why continue to present young ladies so clearly so the crowd is, as of now, prearranged that they will get kidnapped? Furthermore, why in the world does Arjun continue to shout the name of the young lady as he goes around attempting to save her? Does he not realize that the executioner could be near and understand that Arjun is drawing closer? Questions are we are left with. The one thing that works is the Jayam and 9th here characters do not have a love angle. She wants to be there for him, but he's afraid that his job and his enemies will make her life dangerous, so there's an often quality to their relationship, and I like that. But like everything else in the film, this is sketchy, but at least we are spared random love moments in the midst of a gruesome thriller. But everything else is super generic. It's as though they thought we have seen these scenarios anyway, so why bother to flesh these people out? But fleshing out is what will make this serial killer thriller different from a Rochester Sun or a Poor Thrilled. The overall arc may be the same, but it's the specifics that make the movie. Iraivan is all one line and no follow through. This is the end of the relatively spoiler-free review here on. You're going to find some spoilers, so do watch with caution. Rahul Bose plays the villain and his role is underwritten to the point of being comical. Like the serial killer in Michael Mann's Manhunter, our man gouges out the eyes of his victims, but there has to be a twisted reason for this. Something that explains the reason for this particular method of killing, and that's missing. Again, chalk it up to the lack of writing. Another point that feels really odd is when one victim is described as an lymphomaniac. She may well be one, but what has that got to do with the story? Does her nature change the killer, or is this just some male fantasy being played out? Even when Arjun says there is a second killer, you wonder how he knows. Again, these contributors are not fleshed out and things just seem to be happening because the writer-director wants them to happen and not because the character instigates these thoughts or actions, and then we get this copycat killer, the second killer, whose motivations seem even worse. When he says he wants to embrace Arjun, you not only know what he's going to say, you can also guess the camera angles, the staging. Iraivan keeps throwing new things like a softball theater, and it keeps throwing new people into the mix. I guess the idea is that we will remain unsettled, that we will stay pleasantly confused about who and the why, but this is the case where we are clear and it's a writing that's confused. A plot point about a mosquito bat wants to sound philosophic, but it sounds painfully half-baked. The chief believes each point should have emotional punch, yet there is no development to the scene where, say, Andrew bites the dust. He's the legend's dearest companion, he's the champion's sibling. We want this second to detonate, be that as it may. However we see the show on screen, we don't feel it. What's more that can be said about the vast majority of Iraivan. That is all there is to it about Iraivan. In the event that you like this video,